Hello and welcome. My name is Martin and this is Tech, Our Evolution. Today, we will be reviewing one of the classics and one of the best multiplayer game that can be played on one computer, Scorched Earth. So let's look up... Well, boys and girls, shit just got real. Well now, since we got that out of the way, let's talk a little bit about the history of the game before we dive into the gameplay on modern PC and Android tablet. Scorched Earth is the mother of all artillery games. You are in charge of tank and can play against up to 7 other humans or AI. Your goal is to eliminate your opponents using a variety of weapons at your disposal. On the beginning of the game, you can set how many rounds you will play before the final score is calculated and the winner is determined. After each round, you get a certain amount of money based on how well you did during that last round. You can purchase new weapons, modules, etc., which are being improved after each round, meaning in later stages you are able to purchase more advanced weapons or specific modules. And speaking of weapons, there are dozens and dozens of them, starting from little rockets, rolling bombs, or disruptors, and ending with mega nukes that are able to disintegrate half of the screen when used. And that's basically it. Needless to say, the replayability factor is huge, and the fact that you can play with your friends on one device adds so much more to this game. The first version of the game was released in 1991 by Wendell Hicken. And imagine this, the game was released as shareware, so you got the game essentially for free to copy, download and distribute, with possibility to contribute to the author of the game by sending him $10, which is approximately $18 in 2020. And it's just mind-boggling. Not only was this game created by one guy, but it was also offered essentially free of charge to everyone. Just try to compare it to today. And I know it's not entirely fair, given the complexity of today's games, but still. Anyways, let's get into the gameplay. So let's get into the gameplay. I mean, the menu is actually quite complicated, considering the game was created in 1991. I mean, not only you can choose the number of players or the number of rounds, but you have so many other options that you can choose from that have impact not only in terms of hardware, meaning sound and what computer you are running this on, but also economics, physics, and the environment itself, which is, when you think about it, it's pretty awesome. So you can select sound, on, off, which is pretty simple. Hardware is getting more interesting because you can select the resolution, which is fairly cool. Also, let's put 640 by 480. We'll just leave the rest as it is. There is no need to adjust anything. Economics is interesting. As you are progressing in the game and winning money by, killing other players or AI, you are purchasing new equipment or weapons, and the rest of the money can actually accrue some interest over time, over each turn. Physics. This provides another element of the game where you can have a direct impact on the environment and on the way how you play this game. Landscape, very similar, direct impact on the environment and on how you play the game. Play options. You can assign a specific quote to when you attack with your tank or when you die. They are taken from these two specific files, talk1 CFG and talk2 CFG. And the cool thing is that you can actually add your own quotes, so you can translate them to your own language, and you can adjust these two files. And then in the game, all these quotes that you selected or that you input are going to be displayed. So then again, you can add a little bit more fun by selecting the best of the best quotes you can imagine. I'm going to turn it off for now. Oh, you know what? Let's just turn it on. I am going to enable fast computers, which means that in case I will die as one of the first tanks, and this is going to happen a lot actually, those computers are going to be super quick, so we will not have to wait too long for them to finish the round. Let's enable the status bar, so we will know how much health do we have and how much health other tanks around me have. Weapons, we will start at level 4, which is fairly low and doesn't provide many options when it comes to the choice of specific weapons. But of course, this level is increased every round as you earn money and as you progress throughout the rounds, and you will get more and more interesting weapons available from, let's say, from the market. And those weapons can spice up quite a lot the ultimate game, with some of them having so big impact that you can basically destroy half of the screen. Good. Let's save the changes. Perfect. Let's increase the number of players to 4 to have a little bit more fun. Let's increase the number of rounds to whatever, let's say 100, and let's start the game. So I'm going to be first player. Switch these players to AI, and let's assign how smart they are going to be. And to be very honest, some of these settings that you can choose from are basically cheatings, because these guys, when you set Cyborg or Pool Shark, then during the first round, for some reason, they are able to calculate the exact trajectory of the shot exactly in a way that it's going to hit you and you are going to die. I will leave them most likely as one tosser and actually 2 morons, because that's the easiest way how to show you the gameplay without me dying too much. And believe me, I would be dying a lot if you would choose any other settings. And maybe in a way, that's also a good way that you can play it with your friends who are not as advanced as the AI. Let's choose another tank. And the last one, done. And we are a go. Perfect. So it's my turn. I need to readjust my angle and the power. And by the way, what this means is that you are controlling your shots by readjusting the power of the shots, which means how far it can go, angle, and speed of the wind, which can go either direction, and it has direct impact on the shot. I will try to increase the power to whatever, 335. Right, angle is 1. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. Let's just increase it to 15%. Maybe it's too much. And let's go. Okay. Not quite enough. And now it's the interesting game when you try to readjust what you did before. So let's decrease the power. Okay, and we are almost there, but the yellow AI managed to hit me before. If we wouldn't choose the option for fast computers, this would just drag forever, especially since we selected 2 of the AIs as morons. In fact, I think one of them is a moron actually, and the other one is a tosser. But in any case, hopefully this is not okay, good. Yeah, so as you see, those 2 guys, they did some damage. They stayed as first and second. They earned some money. I earned nothing. Let's go to the next round. And since I did not earn any money, I was not able to purchase anything. So hopefully I will try to survive a little bit longer and earn some more money. And then again, I mean, it's just the trial and error. I think the more you play, the more you are able to determine what kind of power or angle you have to assign to your shots. I don't know, 458, let's say 70% is the angle, 425 is the power. We have wind blowing to the left. My aim is to hit either the purple one or the green one. Okay, it was actually fairly close. So I think... Oh, so he just killed him. Well, that sucks. Anyways, so I will need to radically decrease the power. Let's say to 199, let's say, and I'll try to hit the green one. Okay, so let's double that a little bit. Maybe let's do 80. Okay, perfect. I hit him. Nice. And now it's against, now it's me against the yellow one. I think I will leave. Well, I will decrease the angle a little bit, but I have to increase the power by quite a lot. So let's try the 750. No, it's too much. Okay, perfect. So now I'm the first one, and at least I will show you the market and the way how you can purchase more weapons. So let's go. Okay, what are we going to buy? Let's do... Can we actually scroll down? Yes, we can scroll down. So you can see that there's a large variety of weapons, and this is still not it. I mean, there's so much more, but as we are progressing, then you will have more options. And currently I have 8,500 in cash. I will buy a couple of missiles, let's say 10, and I don't believe I need anything else. The money that you have left are being carried over to the next round, of course, and they are accruing the interest as showed on the beginning. So ultimately you can save later on for more advanced weaponry that is going to help you even further with the win. For now, one more thing that I will show you is that you can buy not only the weapon, not only weapons, but you can also buy specific modules. And again, the choice of modules at this stage is not very large, but it's going to get bigger as we progress throughout the game. So I believe we are done, and let's go into the next round. Okay, that was really close. I will leave it as it is. The wind is 8. I don't know. I think I feel that it's like 250 at least to get the green one. So actually it was around. Yeah. Well, I'm dead. That sucks. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Again, I am going to not purchase anything because there's so many more cool weapons that you can get. And hopefully they are not going to kill me during the first round. So went for the 6, so it's pretty fast. I don't know, let's try the 200 power angle. I'm just going to leave as it is. 42, I can try the missile and let's see what it does. I feel that the wind 46 is going to carry my shots too far to the left, but let's see what happens. Yeah. So I will decrease it by 50, and let's see what happens. Okay, almost there. So it's going to be probably like 120, and we should be able to hit him and kill him. Perfect. There you go. Now the yellow one is dead, and now it's up to the green one. Okay, so let's increase the power to 400. I will, well, no, let's just 450. Let's leave the rest of the settings, the angle as they are. Okay, it's too much. Okay, so 350. No, 250. Okay, almost there. So now I feel that I have the last shot before he kills me. So 285. Okay, perfect. Good. So I won this round. I have 18,760 credits. And now hopefully I'll be able to show you a little bit more interesting weapons. You know what? Let's just buy the nuke. And I will show you the nuke. Okay, and I am the first one to start. Let's switch to the nuke. The wind is 1, so it's perfect. Okay, angle I will leave on 1, power, let's do it 205. Okay, and the radius is so big that actually even if you don't hit the other tank exactly as you need to, you are still able to kill it with the radius of the blast. And this was one of the smaller ones, actually. They are, the further on we would go and the more money you would make, the bigger nukes and other weapons you are able to obtain. You can see yourself how this game is played, and I mean, believe me, it's a lot of fun if you play with your friends. If you don't play only against AI, it can create a lot of interesting situations. You can play on one device, which is absolutely awesome. It can be either computer or tablet as well. So let's go into the tablet gameplay. So let's see how the game is going to run on tablet. The tablet that I'm using is Samsung Galaxy Tab A, 10.1 inches, which is considered a budget tablet, but at the same time, it's more than enough to run these old DOS games. The application that I use for this is Magic DosBox, which is basically a DosBox application as we know it from PC. It is a paid application, it costs around €4, but for what it does, it's a really low price. So let's just see how it's going to run. So when I initially started the game on the tablet, I discovered that the game was running too fast. So you couldn't really track where the shells are going or what the trajectory is. And it really didn't display or provide enough visibility for you to make the necessary adjustments. Of course, you can turn on the tracers in the game menu, but the visibility is not going to be very good. So what I did actually is I made slight adjustments in Magic DOSBox, and I will show you exactly what I did. It is, I decreased the memory to 8 megabytes, I changed the CPU to simple, performance to custom, and the frequency rate to 11,025. And with these settings, now when you turn on the game and when you start to play, then you will visibly see how the speed of the projectiles decrease. And let's try to run the game. Okay, so we will need a keyboard. And I feel it's a little bit slower now. So let's see if it actually helped or not. Yes, done. Let's switch this one to computer. And done. Okay, this is way better. Perfect. So I think this is so much better. So you saw the settings. I will include them in the description of the video, how to set the Magic DOSBox. And with these settings, I think the game works really well, and you can just take it with you anywhere you go and play with your friends, or play with AI when you travel somewhere. It's just great. So what's the conclusion? This game aged well. You can still play it even today, and it's a lot of fun, especially if you play it with multiple people. I truly consider this one of the games that you can have a lot of fun with, and it again shows to me that these games do not belong to the graveyard, but should be resurrected and enjoyed by everyone. If you like the video, I do appreciate if you press the like button and subscribe. I would like to grow, and I will be creating new videos covering old and slightly newer technology at least twice a week, including some old games reviews as well. Thank you for watching, and take care.